My name is Michaela Blissett Williams. I'm the CEO of Salon 718. I started my journey many years ago as a little girl working in my mom's hair salon. When I decided to make this my career, I decided I wanted to work for one of the best salons in Long Island at the time. That was Maximus. I started off as a shampoo girl and worked my way up to be their manager for 3 different locations. After 17 years with that company, I decided it was time for me to venture out on my own in the town that I loved, Brooklyn. I felt that there was a need to have a salon that could be a melting pot that was indicative of what Brooklyn stood for, hence the name Salon 718. We started off in the basement of my brownstone on Bergen Street, and a year later we opened our first salon on DeKalb Avenue. 2 years later, I was invited into the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, and we opened our second location on Vanderbilt Avenue. Year 3, we opened up Myrtle, and year 7, we opened up Dumbo. Today, we employ over 30 employees, and we're proud to say that we are the official hairdressers for the Brooklyn Nets dancers.
My name is Rakeem Taylor. I've been a barber for, over 20 years. The journey from the beginning started when probably even further than me going into being a barber professionally. It would start with working in my uncle's barber shop, sweeping up the floors, helping out. He was just always that cool guy that I wanted to be like and admired and looked up to. And then I didn't know I was going to be a barber. I was going to school for art, drawing, and it was just one of those things that I picked up on, and a craft, working with my hands. I love working with my hands, so it kind of came natural. So when I got into the business, I was really good at it. So I was always pushed by barbershop owners and people who hired me. I was the first barber in the chair, and the head barber in most barbershops I was hired by. And it was a few doubts because when I first opened up, a shop, I had a partner at the time, when we both were maybe looking for locations. Might have been doubt, maybe because of our age. It could have been because we were black. But honestly, being a black barber in a black neighborhood at that time in the community, I was always embraced and supported and loved by the community. I owe the community so much, and contributing to my business. I never had to face any type of issues like discrimination because most of my clients are black, and giving a black service, black business, and so I never really had challenges being black, black barber.
Some of the challenges that I've faced as a black female owner and hairdresser is many people look at me and don't think I could do their hair because our hairs don't match. They look at my color first before they look at my ability. When we were opening up the salon and trying to find a location, I felt that people were trying to redline me into black neighborhoods and didn't feel that I was capable of being in some of these gentrified areas. And it was hard for landlords to really take a bet on me that I would be a good establishment in their neighborhoods. So one of our pillars at Salon 718 is community. We like to use our space as a meeting place for people to hold meetings, if that's about charter schools, private schools, fundraisers. We believe that this is really a collab between us and our community. We are very big on education. We like to go into the schools and do Teachers Appreciation Days. We've done fundraisers for earthquakes in Haiti, and the list goes on and on. We believe that we've been truly blessed, and if we can be a blessing to someone else, then we've done our job.
One thing I always loved to do was give back to the community. I remember working with local churches and homeless shelters and military vets, just giving out free haircuts and giving back to the community was always rewarding, and they really appreciate it. And also owning and being a black owner of a barbershop, I guess, employ, black men from the neighborhood and women from the neighborhood who wanted to pick up a craft and learn.
So being in Brooklyn, there's really a true sense of community. And being an African American owner, I wanted to create an environment that not only were my employees flourishing behind the chair, but also outside the salon. We are a fully salaried commission salon. We do not do booth rentals, we do vacations, and we also do 401ks. I feel as a minority owner, it is my responsibility not just to create a job, but to teach financial literacy as well. Hence, we really push our employees to participate in our 401k. I think one thing that our community doesn't teach well is financial literacy, and we don't have enough role models out there teaching our kids that they can be entrepreneurs and that they can control their destiny.
I guess the guy who inspired me the most was my mentor, Narga. It was like a Jamaican barbershop that I worked at on Fulton and Nostrand called Africa Cuts. And that was probably the first barbershop I worked at in Brooklyn, real barbershop. And, he pretty much groomed me and showed me the right way on how to be a barber and uphold and customer service. And those are the type of things that I carry with me to this day. And I think that's probably my success. It's the way I hold myself as a barber. Who I want to inspire? I guess anybody who wanted. Anybody who shows determination or interest in the profession and craft. The fact that I had somebody such as like Narga, who was that guy in that Jamaican barbershop, who took me on his wings. I mean, it's kind of like that tradition. I've always will do that for the next, young man or woman who wants to become a barber or wants to join this beautiful profession of being a barber. I owe that back to the community to support and nurture and give that craft back, that knowledge.
So I was very fortunate to have quite a few mentors in my life. First and foremost, my mom, and then my Aunt Joy. Aunt Joy told me the importance of moving to Brooklyn, the importance of owning real estate, and the importance of following my dreams as an entrepreneur. And one of the things Aunt Joy always said is to make sure that you put your hand back and pull people forward. So my goal in life is to inspire other people, if that's through the beauty industry, through real estate, through investing, but just letting them know that there are different ways and there's access for them to reach their dreams. Me being a black business owner, I find inspires people that they can do it as well. A lot of times people come into my salons and say they didn't realize it was owned by a black person. I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't know if we don't expect a certain level of excellence, but I'm here to let them know that anyone can own anything and do it with a level of excellence, regardless of what color we are.
At this salon, I feel like the guest experience is taken very seriously. They take a lot of time to make sure that all of the guests feel special and important and are taken care of while they're here. I feel like they prioritize the experience, they don't make anybody feel rushed, and they really want you to enjoy your time here because that's what it's supposed to be about at the end of the day. Like something that you enjoy, hair's supposed to be fun, not stressful.
So prior to COVID, Salon 718 had just opened their 4th location. We probably had our best year ever. Last March, on the 11th, I made an executive decision to close our salons before the state made the decision to close it because I felt it was important to keep our staff safe. We were shut down for 3 months. I lost quite a few leaders who were moms who could not do homeschooling and working. And we had to find a way to communicate with our team while we were closed. So we had meetings, we provided emergency funds for them, and we really tightened up our team and our culture. And I'm happy to say today everyone was offered their job back and we're actually hiring. I think it really forced us to dig deep, to think outside of the box. We started doing at-home color kits just to stay relative. We got quite a bit of write-ups in different magazines because we pivoted. I think what COVID made us realize is that you gotta flex and you have to stay focused and you can't be in the weeds with negativity. You just have to see the rainbow at the end of it.
Tough time. Yeah, that 3.5 months that we were shut down was probably one of the most difficult obstacles I've ever had to overcome as a owner, business owner. But I got through it thanks to the community who supported me. You know, when we were shut down and I was told that I had to and I couldn't work again, I had people in the community who like offered, you know, paying me for haircuts that they didn't receive, and just people in the neighborhood just blessing me and supporting me during my times of need. And it was a tough time, but I got through it, and slowly but surely we're getting back to where we used to be. I guess I'm most proud of is when I would have a young man coming in wanting and eager to learn to be a barber and not knowing really how to cut hair, or dealing with customers and seeing them develop over the years and the time, and being that barber that could leave the shop and possibly open and own his own shop. I love seeing and helping other businessmen, black entrepreneurs, to just carry on that tradition. So I guess I'm more proud of just being in a position to help and to see, those who want it so bad and succeed at it. Yeah.
What I'm most proud of at Salon 718 is our education program and the fact that we do not hire any hairdressers with the following. We train them up, and we have made hairdressers six-figure hairdressers, and we have created a place where they can save money for their retirement through their 401k, and we've taken people who are assistants to top hairdressers. So some of our partnerships that we're truly proud of are the Brooklyn Nets dancers. We are the official hairdressers for them, which was actually a dream come true. We opened up Dumbo when Brooklyn opened up the arena, and I kind of said to myself one day I want to be the hairdresser for the Brooklyn Nets. And about 3 years ago we had the opportunity to do that. So that was really a full circle for that to happen. When we opened up our Dumbo location, Purology wanted to have a presence in Brooklyn, and they partnered with us. So this salon that I'm actually sitting in right now in our Dumbo location is a Purology flagship location. And we just got the approval to make Mazzani our flagship store for our Myrtle Avenue. So stay tuned to see what that's going to look like in a couple of weeks.
I really couldn't think of a name at the time, but when I first opened up, I was under the name of Aqua, and I had a partner, like I said. And when we shut down our business and I was coming back on my own, trying to think about, what would be the name of this shop, and just the real reason why I'm waking up in the morning and I'm doing this is definitely for my family and my 3 sons. I have 3 boys, and, I don't expect them to be barbers or anything like that, but it would be nice to just have this legacy and to build something that maybe one day if they want it, they could have it, could capacity. It started out with just my work. I mean, like I was saying, how in the beginning I was an artist, I went to school for it, loving working with my hands. I started to show my art in the community, was loving it and embracing it. I was selling art out of the shop, and it worked. And then other artists from the community, was interested in hanging their work up. So it became a collective of work just from the community, the neighborhood, the artists on the wall.
The most difficult part of my journey was finding the proper people to work and represent our company. When you start off and you have this dream, no one knows exactly what that looks like, even though it may be crystal clear in your mind. So to ask people to come join a company that has no clients and telling them that we are going to be the #1 salon in Brooklyn, very hard for people to believe that. So it was very hard to find talent. But as people came to work with us and they became raving friends and they started telling their friends that this is a pretty cool place to work, it got easier. Culture is really big for me. I don't believe in hiring egos. I believe that we all should work as a team. You can walk into the salon and find me doing towels or folding towels and sweeping, and I expect that from everyone else. I expect that our customer service is going to be pristine, and we really are big on customer experience. We want all of our clients to be raving fans, so that way we can continue growing in our community. My goal in life is to inspire people to follow their dreams and know that entrepreneurship is not easy. It's a lot of work, but it's very fulfilling.
One thing these two stories show is that in business, like in life, there is no such thing as a singular Black experience. In some cases, like Rakeem's, there is little to no race-based discrimination. But in other cases, like Michaela's, the discrimination is very obvious. These stories, while they may have many similarities, also have many differences. It is important, especially now, when Black businesses were hit very hard by COVID-19, that we highlight Black entrepreneurs and all that they do. It is important that we don't discriminate and don't assume something because of somebody's race. Like Michaela said, when people come into our salon and don't expect that it's Black owned, that is not a compliment. We should expect the same level of excellence that we do from white owned businesses, from Black owned businesses.